Hey everyone! I found out about Miraculous Ladybug through some online friends who are pretty obsessed with the series and they've been wanting me to check it out, and I'm like, okay, fine. Since the series, it's only like 26 episodes, and apparently there's gonna be a second season that's gonna come out later on this year. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited to try the series out, considering that this is my first time watching it. And not only did they want me to watch it, but apparently they gave me this like unofficial episode guide to sort of like watch the series in chronological order, or like in a certain order that helps me get better like character development or something like that. I'm not really sure. Before I give you guys my thoughts on this episode, I might as well let you guys know that the unofficial episode guide will be in the description below to let you guys know how I'm going to be watching the first season. So for those of you who may not know, Miraculous Ladybug is a series set in modern day Paris, and it focuses on two teenagers, Marionette and Adrien. When there's a supervillain that attacks the city, both Marionette and Adrien would transform into Ladybug and Cat Noir with the help of these objects that they wear known as Miraculous. Marionette, she wears them as earrings, and then with Adrien, it's on his ring finger. With the help of the Miraculous, they use it to fight the supervillains, which are in reality just normal civilians that are being controlled by Hawkmoth. Hawkmoth is the series supervillain whose power is to possess and transform any normal civilian who is mad or upset or just has any type of negative emotion, and he would transform them into supervillains to fight against Ladybug and Cat Noir in order to take away their Miraculous. He wants the Miraculous in order to gain more power and to take over the world and all that typical supervillain stuff. Now in the episode Stormy Weather, it starts out with Marionette babysitting a little child named Manon when Alia, who is Marionette's best friend, comes over to visit. Alia tells Marionette that Adrien is outside doing a photo shoot and asks if she wants to go visit, and of course she says yes, because as you can tell just from this episode, Marionette is obsessed with him. Like, she has this huge crush on him, just thinks about him constantly, couldn't even act normally around him. While all that is going on, there's apparently a weather girl competition going on in another part of Paris between these two girls, Mireille and Aurore. How do you pronounce her name?
Aurore.
I'm just going with Aurore. Mireille ended up winning the competition, which makes Aurore very upset and a little bit jealous of her, so Hawkmoth sends off one of his Akumas to possess her and transform her into the supervillain known as Stormy Weather. Stormy Weather's superpower is, of course, to control the weather. At one point, she floats over to where Adrien, Marionette, Alia, and Manon are, and ends up freezing like a icy force field over Alia and Manon. This prompted both Marionette and Adrien to transform into Ladybug and Cat Noir. What I really liked about this episode was the relationship between Alia and Marionette as like really good friends. It's just really nice just seeing their interactions with one another and just how well they just mesh together. Just from the first scene alone, with Alia meeting up with Marionette, you can tell that Alia seems much more outgoing and spontaneous, whereas with Marionette, she's very shy and anxious and tends to think a lot. Another interesting part about the episode was this one character named Tiki. Apparently she's like a little chibi floating character that's by Marionette's side, and whenever Marionette needs to transform into Ladybug, she would say, "Spots on," and Tiki would like go inside one of her earrings and transform, basically. I guess Tiki is there as like a guardian to sort of look over Marionette, just in case, you know, just to make sure that she doesn't get hurt. It was also pretty entertaining watching Ladybug and Cat Noir fight against Stormy Weather while they're also flirting with one another. I've noticed that apparently Cat Noir has like a crush on Ladybug. He's pretty like flirtatious and confident, but it's pretty funny too because Ladybug is obviously not returning his love of affection, so she's just constantly rejecting him at any point in time when he's trying to like be super cool and like try to win her over, especially while they're trying to fight a supervillain. Why are you guys doing this while Paris is in trouble? Like, shouldn't you guys like try to stop her, like stop with the, you know what I mean, like it's just really funny. Seeing Alia comfort Manon and make sure that she doesn't get too scared considering that they are trapped was like a pretty nice touch. You get to see like how they're doing as characters while the superheroes are fighting off the supervillain. It's established in this episode that apparently Marionette doesn't know that Adrien is Cat Noir, and Adrien doesn't know that Marionette is Ladybug. Because of this, Marionette has a crush on Adrien, not knowing that he is Cat Noir, And Cat Noir has a crush on, well, Ladybug, without knowing that Ladybug is in fact Marionette. So it's kind of interesting seeing them interact with one another both as normal teenagers and as superheroes. And it's also really cute too. Like, I can tell why everybody wants to ship them together, why everyone wants them to become a couple, and like I do too. Like, it's so cute. I love it so much. I want to see how it goes from here. It's such a simple idea for this series, for like a couple of superheroes to fight against supervillains, but it just works really well just because the characters, like so far, they just seem very enjoyable, and it's an interesting series, and thankfully the animation tends to complement that as well. Like, it's very nice to look at. The voice acting is very nice too. Like, so far the series is pretty enjoyable, and I really do enjoy it, so I'm pretty excited to check out the other episodes and see how I feel about the series. So yeah, it was nice talking to you guys about the series, and yeah, bye!